In a world that is moving faster and faster, people forget that there is a second layer of reality, subtle, quiet, but decisive for everything that is visible. At the traditional Volmedica studio of subtle energies, for years we have taught that to touch matter, you must first understand energy, and that light always comes first. Our work is guided by the 7 Hermetic principles, the principle of mentalism, because everything begins in consciousness. The mind is the builder, and the body becomes what the spirit is fed. Correspondence, because what is above and what is below are always one. Movement. Vibration, because nothing in the world stands still, everything is a wave. Polarity, because every energy has 2 faces that must be balanced. How and only in balance do we have health. Rhythm, because it always breathes in waves. Cause and effect, one of the most important Hermetic principles, because there is no coincidence, only consequence, and every cause gives rise to an effect. And going further, every effect has its cause, kind, because the creative force of the universe operates through polarized qualities, meaning where a wave meets a wave, B, interference occurs and wave C is formed in the life version of the same. A man meets a woman and a child is born as a third new quality. We build all our tools on these principles, and all our teaching, seminars, and all our knowledge. We proudly possess a great many of our very own unique inventions. These include the remarkable Hermes pendulums, and then moving on, we have the comprehensive Prometheus Set, which is notably comprised of both Gaia and Helios. Furthermore, there's the mystical Merkaba Set, the luminous white luna, the enigmatic black luna, and a series of specialized pendulums, 10, 12, 17, 26, 44, 64, 71, 143, and finally, the ethereal ether pendulum. These are indeed the most significant and noteworthy ones among our creations. So, what exactly do all these numbers truly signify and represent? They indicate the number of Osiris hubs in each pendulum. They determine the power of these pendulums. These are incredibly precise instruments, meticulously operating according to the profound golden ratio, with the very same harmonious proportion that inherently forms vast galaxies, intricate shells, towering trees, and even the fundamental structure of human DNA. When a DRG cell, in accordance with the golden ratio, is healthy, it means its vibrations are harmonious. When the golden ratio is lost, a person loses harmony. Loses it because of what? Because of ego, stress, tension, conflicts, thinking about thoughts, when the mind follows thoughts even though those thoughts aren't ours. All of this disrupts that original rhythm of the golden ratio. The vibrations become disharmonic and a person begins to fall ill. Our goal is to restore that original cosmic signal, that spark which ignited at the moment the universe was born. The primordial bank that vibrates in every healthy cell. When a cell returns to its golden ratio, it returns to its source. That is, when the vibrations are disharmonic, we experience disease. When the vibrations are harmonic, health is restored. This restores the harmonic vibrations of the golden ratio, which is emitted by our systems. Prometheus Merkaba. Prometheus, composed of the powerful Gaia and the radiant Helios, and the intricate Merkaba Set, along with the luminous white luna and the mysterious black luna, are not mere metaphors, ladies and gentlemen. These are profound energetic archetypes that we have diligently learned to truly tune and carefully guide. Indeed, Prometheus profoundly transforms, Gaia meticulously rebuilds, Helios brilliantly purifies and illuminates all, and the lunas gracefully balance both light and shadow. These precise qualities that we extract from these pendulums we translate into therapeutics, the so-called therapeutic dowsing. Because, ladies and gentlemen, spirit builds matter, spirit descends from above, spirit manifests in the body, creating either happiness, prosperity, in other words, harmonic vibrations, or illness, which are inharmonic vibrations. Over all these years since 2006, we have educated around 300, maybe up to 500 of our graduates worldwide, people who have gone out into the world. And they work in their local communities? In Germany, this path is continued by Ms. Yvonne Novis from Salzgitter-Bad. In ancient Greece, in the historic city of Athens, this significant path is now being followed by the esteemed Leonard Stefaniak. Each of them carries knowledge further. Each educates new graduates according to their own culture, sensitivity, and temperament. Our seminars are a space for meeting, practice, conversation, and transformation through Radiesthetic artifacts. There, people learn not only how to use them, the pendulum. Above all, people there learn how to handle themselves. How to move within the field, how to read vibrations, how to act consciously for the benefit of another person. How to become a therapist who knows the tools, but above all, knows their own heart. Because the truth is simple. Every person has received the same amount of light, the same amount of the Holy Spirit from the Creator. Everyone has the same access to the source. We have only created tools that help to restore, organize, and direct this light for the good of another person. As one of the inventors, as a researcher and constructor, we built a system which is 50 to 100 years ahead of its time. But in reality, ladies and gentlemen, it's not about the technology, it's about the consciousness that can guide these tools, about knowledge. The dowsing studio of subtle energies is the future, and it is already here. It's a place where energy becomes a tool. Light is the guidepost, and a person is their own healing. If you feel called to this, you are in the right place. To conclude this brief statement, vita sine litteris, mors est. Life without knowledge is death, as Seneca said. Thank you all very much for your attention.